This guy just broke into a moving train and is attempting to hijack it with a deadly weapon.
Drop it! Drop the hammer!
But insane hijacking attempts like this aren't as rare as you might think. Just like the time a dangerous and terrifying man tried to steal a commercial plane with evil intention.
Police car, come on now!
I will cut you. I'm a suicide bomber.
But just how did this man get aboard the jet, and what exactly was he planning? Well, for that, we have to turn back the clock just 30 minutes to a simple shoplifting case in La Crosse, Wisconsin. At around 2:40 p.m., a man quickly identified as Cody Anderson headed to a gas station for a pack of cigarettes. At first, nothing seemed awry, but when he was unable to produce an ID, the clerk let him know that he was unable to sell him the goods. And then he started to get agitated and pleaded with the clerk to let it slide.
He goes, I don't have my ID. I'm like, I'm sorry, I cannot sell them to you. And he's like, I'll do anything. What do you want? How much is it going to cost? What do you want? I said, I can't sell them to you. He like grabbed them from my hands and took off running out the door. And so I said, I'm calling the cops. Well, then Tony said he did drop a $100 bill out there.
Do you have any video of the guy?
Yeah.
The plan was to check the security footage, ID the man, and bring him back to pay for the other cigarettes with a shoplifting charge added for the inconvenience. But with the power of hindsight, there are a couple of hints we can pick up on that clue us in as to what exactly Cody was planning. As mentioned, he was incredibly agitated and nervous, almost like he was desperate for something to calm him down. He also left $100 behind as he ran away, implying that this wasn't an issue of money. All that's to say that when the cops got this next call, they could have had a good idea who was waiting for them in the cockpit.
Go ahead. Would you be able to clear to assist City at Colgan area? They have a person driving a car on this trip, possibly intoxicated. 10-4.
According to staff at the local airport, a man had just crashed through the locked gates to the runway at speed before repeatedly driving in circles around the airport, doing donuts, and using the runway as a drag strip. Staff assumed him to be intoxicated, which made his next move even more horrifying. He parked his car up by a small jet, stepped out, and brandished a knife at the crew, demanding they let him aboard. Due to the severity of this incident, a call went out to every nearby officer, and they arrived with arsenals of tactical gear and weapons to try and safely deal with the hijacking.
I don't know what just happened. He just got on top of the jet. He closed the door. He did brandish a knife at me.
He got on the jet?
He got on the jet.
I don't know if I copied that. He also did display a knife. And I believe he's going to be my theft suspect from Quick Trip Magic Vehicle.
Correctly identifying the suspect as Cody, he instantly realized just how unpredictable this man could be. An airport employee also noted that they only had one chance to get this under control, as the outside switch to open the door works just once. The problem is, now the engines are active. They're on a timer before Cody gets the plane moving, and the cops have a huge decision to make.
Anybody else on the plane?
No, but he has access and he has it powered up.
Can you shut it off from here?
No.
Did he bust through?
Yeah, go right through it. He actually just sold the 2 cartons. He's up in the window.
Come out!
He's putting his shit on. Hey,
Open the door.
Open the door.
Open the door. Come out! Come out! Grab it!
Get out now!
I'm gonna beanbag him.
Get out now!
Open it again. I'm gonna beanbag him. Come out.
I don't have another cartridge.
Come out now! Show me your hands!
Get another taser cartridge?
Show me your hands now!
I've been practicing.
Come here!
Show me your birthmark.
Across, police! Show me your hands
Show me
now!
your birthmark.
I'll take lethal cover.
Let's move this way. Move this way so we don't cross.
You got lethal?
Police department, come out now!
I'm gonna sneak up and we'll see it.
Doors open. I would back up, Josh. Everybody else is on the plane. Just follow the plane.
The cops were able to spray pepper spray into the cockpit of the plane and to hit Cody with a beanbag round, none of which seems to affect him. Cody also has started to shout nonsense statements at the cops, further cluing them into the fact that he is either intoxicated or suffering from some sort of mental health problem. But quickly, the cops' attention switches to what Cody's intentions actually are in this situation, especially as he starts to shout some extremely worrying statements.
Let's just wait it.
Police car, come on now!
I will cut you. I'm a suicide bomber.
You're under arrest, come out!
Allah Akbar.
There is no vehicle button.
904, he's saying Allah Akbar and that he's a suicide bomber.
I prayed for my entire life.
Alright, come down there and we'll talk, okay?
I'm gonna cut my wrist.
Let's just step out of the car and we'll talk, okay? What's your name, bud?
Okay.
Bag him again. Did he drop the knife? No, it's still in his hand. Drop the knife. Cody, just come out, man.
Make a deal. I'll give you this garbage plans.
Sir, come on, you won't be hurt.
Just come out. We don't want to hurt you.
In a situation like this, gaining trust with the suspect is paramount if they want to arrest him without escalating things. That's why it could be seen as a mistake that they're actively taking shots at him while simultaneously claiming they don't want to hurt him. In doing this, they've pretty much ensured that they're going to have to take a more aggressive approach, hence the arrival of an armored vehicle and a SWAT team.
Come on, sir.
Just drop it. Drop it. Come on out. Let's see your hands. Come on, bud. Just your hands.
Drop it.
Hands.
Drop it. Show us your hands now.
Cody.
You gonna chase him?
Stop.
Cody, come here, slow us down here. Slow it down. Can you talk to me? What kind of explosives do you have?
Cody then claimed he had a set of C4 explosives he'd obtained from the government and threatened to blow up the plane. To add to the drama, he also said he had a dead man's switch and 2 handguns.
Come on, you're not moving, man.
Because I got shot in the leg.
Okay,
Twice.
well, we'll get you some help for that, but we gotta have you move if we move, okay? Come to the
Back
top.
up and I'll give you the bomb.
Okay, come to the top of the stairs.
No, 30 feet to the side or we all die.
The only thing I'm worried about is as soon as he came in, he turned all the batteries on. So, I think if he wants to, he might know enough to. I don't know if he's like a vet or something, but if he knows how to fly.
At this point, the cops are reminded of a real threat that's still scarily apparent. If Cody even has the slightest idea of how to fly this plane, things will start to head in an entirely different direction. Luckily, staff at the airport realized that they're able to disconnect the battery at the rear of the aircraft. All the cops had to do now was get him out safely.
Keep your hands visible for me, okay, Cody? We don't want to hurt you, okay? Stand up for me. Stand up.
I'm gonna take it out.
Right here. You gotta stabilize. All right, good. We got a spot. Come over.
There's my stolen cigarettes. Yeah. Found my stolen cigarettes. He's my suspect in my cigarette theft case too. There you go.
It's not uncommon to see a suspect turn a simple misdemeanor into a more serious felony charge. But Cody did this in one of the most dramatic ways we've ever seen. From a small-time shoplifting charge, Cody managed to catch felony charges of attempted carjacking with a weapon, attempted armed robbery, making terrorist threats, bomb scares, and failure to comply. However, police in Columbus, Ohio were faced with an equally terrifying call, except they knew their suspect was violent and armed. It was early June when police received a call about a man attacking a train and its crew. Apparently, it all started when the man forced the train to a halt by laying on the tracks, and it quickly escalated from there.
The person has then started throwing rocks, busted the windows out of the engine, and has now climbed on top and it's sitting on top of the engine.
Drop it now! Drop it! Drop the hammer! Now! Drop it! Drop all of it! Everything on you now! Drop it all! Drop all of it! No! Drop it down!
What you gonna do? You think you gonna kill me? I'm Jesus. Don't kill Jesus.
Drop it down, sir!
You believe? Pray in front of me now and I hand it to you.
No! Drop it down!
What is you? A Ku Klux Klan?
We have MCR.
It took the cop just 20 seconds of listening to this guy to radio in for MCR, the Mobile Crisis Response Unit. This is a special division of the police department trained to deal with complex mental health or substance use related calls. And it's clear why they're needed here. This guy clearly has no fear. He didn't just hijack the train, but also stood directly in front of it, forcing it to stop, with seemingly no regard for his own well-being or that of the drivers he attacked.
Hey, get a taser out. Come down, sir. Come down. Come down. Come down. I'm not playing with games with you, buddy. Right now you are.
Are you gonna shoot me with my hands behind
Put the flares down.
I'm gonna cover up. I have the torpedo.
Put the flares down.
33 bounces under the county.
And put your hands out.
I don't gotta do nothing. You say you're not doing nothing. Just kill me now. While I'm not doing nothing.
Why are you up there? What's going on?
You know
Don't go in there, sir.
Quickly deciding that he's done with talking, the man decides to hop down off the nose of the train and heads inside.
Hey, come out again, bud. I don't know what he has, dude. Yeah, but if he's lighting them. Open it up.
The cop is correct in being apprehensive to follow the man in, since they know he had a hammer which he's since relinquished, and he was just holding 2 signal flares which could easily be lit and used to burn or blind the cops. What's most worrying though is that they know he's already been in the cab of the train and could have stashed another, more dangerous weapon. But still, the cop chooses to head inside.
He's down in the cab. Go in and go down the nose.
Here, do you want to go in?
Get out. Get up in the back.
This way?
How can I get down there?
The man was able to lodge a door shut with a metal rod, and the cop is left to struggle with that for a moment. Meanwhile, a second group of officers arrive on the scene to help locate and apprehend the suspect.
Hey, he's still right here.
Yeah, go in the cab.
It's probably just this flare that he has.
Can you see in at all?
Yeah, we can open it a little bit.
Let me get over here. All right. Let me see if it's a flare. Hey, what's up, man? Let me see your hands.
Give me your gun.
Okay.
Don't hear. Get the out. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Please. Don't kill me. Please, don't kill me. Don't kill me. Please, don't search. I'm lying. This is a publicity stunt. All the world will listen. Muslims, we're not evil. Christians, we both right. We believe in Jesus. Why do you despise us?
Surprisingly, catching and arresting the man was easier than actually getting him off the train. With a mixture of worries that he'd push an officer off the train or that he'd find a way to run off, it actually turned out to be a much bigger ordeal than they expected.
We're gonna have to pass him down. We're gonna have to hand him down.
Yeah.
Cuff my leg. Just don't kill me.
Walk around this way.
Fighting today. But you're
You gotta do that, or you want to
who do
take
you
care
want
here?
to be the president? Trump or who? Let's pick. Who's the sheriff of Columbus Police? We're gonna pick. Or else ICE is gonna blow the...
No, wait.
Eventually, though, they were taken to get him down and take him back to the station where he was hit with more than just a ticket. Unfortunately, his exact charges aren't known, and it's not exactly public if this was a drug-related or mental health incident. But it's to be assumed that the man was not in his right mind and hopefully was given the help he clearly needed. Now, you may not believe it, but there's actually one thing you can hijack that's scarier than both a plane and a freight train. This man stole a school bus. The bus was hijacked in Cincinnati, Ohio, but we join the chase 40 minutes later over state lines in Indiana. At this point, more than 10 police cars were involved in the chase along the highway, so the hijacker decided to take things off-road. This maneuver managed to shake off some of the less field-equipped cars, but they were still 5 sturdy 4-wheel drive cars in pursuit, and they weren't planning on letting up, especially as they had no idea who was left on board. That may have looked like a pointless and dangerous move, but it was actually proof that this guy knows what he's doing. Ahead were 2 cruisers positioned on the side road, and the driver knew that could only mean one thing. They put down a stop stick, a set of spikes designed to puncture the tires of the fleeing vehicle and to prevent it from driving. However, the driver has to know that if he's ever outrunning the cops, they've got a litany of other tricks to stop him. So he knows he's got to up the ante if he wants to have any chance of escaping.
Clear in the cemetery.
some electrical fencing here.
They're on electrical fencing.
He just did beaver tail. I'm out to pursuit.
Moving on from just the destruction of crops, he's now smashed through multiple fences and a hedgerow and narrowly escaped taking out half a cemetery too, but the cops are still close behind.
They're on Oscar again.
He's down northbound through a field 1,500 blocks deep.
Northbound in a field, 1,600 blocks.
The move actually managed to shake off a lot of the cops, but luckily a police helicopter that had just been dispatched managed to keep the bus in the view, and the ground units were able to cut him off a couple minutes later back on the highway.
You guys northbound on State Road 9, the bus is coming towards you.
We have Shelby County has stop 6 at the end of 10392. At the end of 10392, we have stop 6 at the end of the driveway.
Right back on to get sticks on the road. Sticks on the road.
There are frankly dozens of cars in pursuit now, allowing them to cleverly split apart and attempt to cut the bus off in various different directions. But as it would turn out, that's not how they'd catch the driver. An hour of off-road abuse had wreaked havoc on the bus, and by the end, it was literally falling apart. However, it was a stop stick that proved to be the final nail in the coffin for the driver, causing him to finally come to a stop in the field. The driver proved to be 32-year-old Chad Murdoch, a man who had caused thousands of dollars in property damage not to just countless farmers, but also in the form of several damaged police cars that he'd rammed into over the course of the chase. However, the cops were able to forget about all of this when they were finally able to confirm that Murdoch was the only passenger in the school bus. Murdoch was hit with charges of criminal recklessness with a vehicle, possession of stolen property, resisting law enforcement, and criminal mischief. As of February 2024, he's currently awaiting his sentence.